soldiers from the 2nd Battalion share their first-hand experiences of daily battles. These engagements not only alter the landscapes of the conflict zone but also transform the lives of those involved. Each soldier dedicates their best years to achieving a shared victory. One of the most expensive targets was destroyed with the help of FPV. The electronic warfare system Borisovlebsk-2, which is one of the most powerful in the Russian arsenal, costs $200 million. A vehicle from this system was successfully neutralized by fighters from the Typhoon 10 OMSBr unit. Several Mi-24 helicopters striking Russian positions with unguided rockets and skillfully evading thermal traps in the Pokrovsk direction. The video was recorded by scouts from the 47th Separate Mechanized Brigade, known as God's Work. A group of Russian soldiers approached Ukrainian positions in the Pokrovsky direction, launching a grenade attack and preparing for a storm. Despite fierce fighting, Ukrainian soldiers successfully eliminated 2 Russian attackers. However, the Russian army persists, and the situation remains tense. Thanks to precise calculations by artillerymen from the 47th Mechanized Brigade and support from American artillery, the Russian group was neutralized without harm to Ukrainian positions. As a result of the attack, only 8 Russian soldiers' bodies remain, and our positions stand firm. With a single FPV drone, they demolished a 3-story building full of Russian forces. Ukrainian border guards in the Kherson region successfully neutralized a group of enemy UAV operators and an electronic warfare vehicle near Oleshki. The Prokaznik crew, part of the Kherson detachment of the Ukrainian State Border Guard Service, carried out the operation from the air. The 63rd OMBr effectively neutralizes the enemy's battle composition. Russian military forces were caught off guard by Ukrainian soldiers as the Buk M2 anti-aircraft missile system was changing its position behind the front lines. The strike carried out by an American kamikaze drone Swithblade 600 was recorded on videos. It appears to be a new modification of the drone with improved targeting system and longer flight range. The combat part of the drone resembled Javelin anti-tank missiles. An incredible event. After a successful assault on Russian positions in Donetsk region, Ukrainian military achieved victory with the fire support of American military equipment. The courage and skill of the soldiers of the Skala Battalion impressed even their opponents. 8 enemies were eliminated, the rest retreated. Avengers border guards are engaging enemy vehicles and positions. In the battle, drones successfully struck 4 artillery installations, 122mm howitzers D-30 and 152mm howitzers D-20. Additionally, they targeted 3 military trucks, Kamaz 5350 and Ural 4320, as well as several enemy shelters. Drone operators from the 4th Assault Battalion of the 92nd OMSBr, named after the basketball champion Ivan Serk, are actively engaging in combat on the battlefield. Operators of FPV drones from Rubak 38 OBRMP discovered and destroyed the position of their Russian colleagues in the workshop. Russian forces suffered casualties after being hit by an FPV bomber. Fighters from the Dniprovsky Sterngevers, under the command of Roman Tenetko, chased Russian forces near Vovcha. The Rubpak 47 OMBr strike drone company executed a Russian honey enthusiast using an FPV drone. The attack not only caused bleeding but also resulted in bee stings. Another Russian citizen succumbed to the pressure and took his own life by shooting himself in the head on Ukrainian territory. Deceased Russian servicemen were found at positions in Serebryan forestry. The corpses of the occupiers were covered with earth. The fortifications were destroyed by shelling, and debris crushed trees. An inspection of the Russian trenches, captured during the storming, was recorded on video from the action camera of a soldier from the 12th Special Purpose Brigade Azov. In these conditions, the Azovians will spend the next few days of their rotation. The Russian strike force underwent real denazification by the Rubpak-Purin troops of the 79th OMSBr. The enemy UR-77 meteorite installation was struck by the Nebesnaya Mara 43 OMBR. Surprisingly, it burns just as effectively as other equipment used by the occupiers. An enemy TOS-1 Sunset was destroyed by a night FPV drone operated by the 63rd OMBR. FPV drone pilots stunned a group of Russian occupiers who were hiding in a house in the area of Chasovy Yar. The first drone destroyed the shelter, while the second set it on fire. Additionally, Shadow detected and illuminated a target for friendly FPV calculations against an enemy mortar. Yesterday, there was an explosive incident in Shmyakino Shebyakino involving the destruction of a propaganda installation. Russian forces had specifically filmed the plot about demoning and the alleged brutality of the Kiev regime. As a result, the propaganda operator is now. While being videotaped by a colleague, a Russian soldier had difficulty adjusting his aim and accidentally broke his rifle. Soldiers of the 93rd Separate Mechanized Brigade Holodny Yar, who are currently defending the Bakhmut direction, are asking for help in raising funds for the repair, modernization, and creation of new ground drones. The battles near Bakhmut have shown that these machines are indispensable for evacuating the wounded, delivering ammunition, and performing many other tasks where one robot can replace 10 soldiers. In this video, the Holodny Yar soldiers talk about the technical characteristics of the drones and show them in action. For the first time in history, SSO fighters hit the newest communication station of the Russians. This is the R-416 digital radio relay station, which entered service in 2018. It was created to increase the efficiency of radio communication units in the field. One of the latest developments, which entered service with the SSO, inflicted fire damage on an enemy target. Aggressors will not find peace as long as they are on Ukrainian territory, said the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, Syrsky. Ukrainian defenders will take care of that.